Hey, what's up guys? Hazard here, back again with another video.
Hey, what's going on guys? Hazard here, back again with another video. And today, as you guys can see, we're doing something completely different than normal. Got my brother here, he plays some Clash Royale as well, so I thought it'd be nice to have it on the channel. And today, as you guys can see, we are doing a little bit of a tier list. I saw Vulcan doing this, shout out to Vulcan by the way, his channel links will obviously be in the description. And I thought his videos were really interesting. I mean, he just talked about the cards, what he thought about them, whether or not they were good or bad, and how he would rank them. Tier lists are pretty interesting in my opinion, so...
Yeah, tier lists are fire. They're for everything.
Huxley, yeah, okay, good job.
They are!
I mean, that is true, so yeah, I guess we'll just start off with the arrows. So arrows, Huxley, what do you think?
I mean, it's a spell, so like, automatically pretty decent. Like B tier, I'd
yeah,
say.
Yeah, okay. I think it's probably B tier. I mean, it's solid in a bunch of decks, but it's nothing too special.
But like, why would you use it over like Zap or Snow?
I mean, it's pretty good. Like,
I mean,
it kills archers and guards.
That's true.
Balloon.
Yeah. I mean, like,
honestly,
at least A.
Balloon cycle is really solid right now. For win conditions, I think it's pretty solid. Bandit as well, I think is probably another A tier card. I mean, the reason I think it's really good is because it's super easy to cycle. Take a Pekka deck, for example, sometimes you might think that it's pretty heavy, so you won't be able to cycle cards, but Bandit is pretty much always a card that you can play at the bridge and just kind of pressure your opponents.
It's just consistent.
It gets a lot of value, it's very consistent, so that's an A tier. Barb Barrel?
I don't know if it's still good.
Honestly, like, I think it only really fits in Graveyard and Golem, but even still, you see Graveyard decks with Log going around nowadays, and some with Golem too, so I'd say probably B tier, same with Arrows.
It's not bad, but
yeah. Alright, this is one I'm interested in your opinion on. Barb Hut.
Barb Hut. I mean, I haven't used Barb Hut in 4 years.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
maybe it's gotten buffed and I just don't know.
Yeah,
has it?
It got buffed. So right
is
now,
it like scary buffed?
I mean, it has the same amount of HP, but it lasts a little bit shorter. But when it dies, it always spawns a wave of barbarians once it dies. So it like pretty much guarantees one more extra wave. Yeah.
Me, I always think like theoretically this card is just good because it's constant pressure.
Yeah, and it's like you put in a little bit of elixir now to gain back some elixir over time, kind of thing, like a better elixir pump.
So I want to say like B tier. Yeah, it can work really well when it works.
I'd say B tier. I mean, last meta I think it was a lot stronger, but this meta Goblin Hut's just a lot better. So I'd say B tier just for the sake that Goblin Hut is at least an A tier, if not an S tier right now.
Really, S tier?
Yeah. Goblin Hut, they changed it so that it has 3 goblins spawning once it dies, just like they did with the Barbarian Hut. So that way, like, it not only gets 2 barbarians, it gets 3 goblins. It's basically just like spear goblins after you get a full Goblin Hut. It's really broken.
Which means Goblin Hut itself is 3 elixir technically.
Yeah.
If you're subtracting 2.
Honestly, I might even put it in Nerf, please. Like, it's really.
I mean, that sounds strong.
It's really good. It fits in every deck too. I'm gonna put that in the Nerf, please category.
Yeah.
Barbarians.
I don't like them.
I mean, they're okay, but don't really fit in any decks. For right now, I'd say C tier. They're just.
Isn't there just a card that does their job better? Like, if you want the Swarm Guards or Goblin Gang, if you want the high damage like Mini Pekka.
I mean, they only really fit in Fireball bait decks, but because of how good Baby Dragon is right now, Barbarians just kind of go in and die. Like, they fit in some Lava Hound decks, but not really. I don't know. Alright, Bats?
Bats is just always...
Bats is an S tier here, yeah. Like, Bats are just a really solid card.
They need to get rid of a bat for it to even be like B tier.
I don't think they have to nerf them, but I just think they're really solid. Like, they fit in a lot of decks. They get a lot of value. I mean, sometimes, like, if your opponent has Zap, for example, they just don't accomplish anything, but, I mean, they're always a pretty good push.
It's just aerial skeletons. And, like...
Yeah, that's pretty much what
Skeletons is good.
Yeah.
Bats, good.
Alright, Battle Ram. Trash. Battle Ram is honestly really bad right now. I mean, Ram Rider, Hog Rider, and Royal Hogs just kind of do everything that Battle Ram does, but a little bit better. Like, especially because of how common splash cards are, like Baby Dragon, for example. It just doesn't get any damage. It's not that good.
Yeah.
Healer?
I feel like it's good if you use the tankiness with it.
Yep.
Kind of like a counter push. But I don't like it compared to Heal Spirit. Because I feel like Heal Spirit has the cycle aspect, which is better for aggressive decks. So I don't see why you play it over Heal Spirit, just because I think cycle's really strong. So I want to say like B, C tier area.
Honestly,
like mid tier.
I feel like it's probably stronger than Heal Spirit right now. Last meta I would have said Heal Spirit's a little bit better, but because of all of the like skeletons and Graveyard and Skeleton Barrel this meta, like Heal Spirit doesn't get nearly as much value, but Healer is like, it's really good with Golem, but it's not really good with anything else. I mean, it's okay with like graveyard sometimes, but
well, then how good do we think
I'd
E-Golem
probably
is?
say high B tier, but I'd probably say A tier actually. I mean, E-Golem's pretty solid. All right, what do you want to say about E-Golem?
Because if the card only goes with E-Golem, I feel like we have to base it off of E-Golem.
Yeah,
which I've always thought was strong. I mean,
it's hard because like,
I don't know.
Do you look at the card's versatility, or do you look at it just like how good is it when it's used at its best capabilities? Which I feel like
we should look at it like versatility is a bonus.
Yeah, like with bats, for example.
Yeah, bats and like skeletons, those cards can fit in a deck, which is very important. But E-Golem, you have to play in a deck.
Yeah, you have to play E-Golem, Healer, Night Witch, Inferno.
But I think we should look at it within that deck.
Okay, so you think E-Golem's also A tier here?
Yeah, if we're putting that deck.
I mean, it is one of the most solid win conditions, and it has been for a while, but it's definitely not broken. So, I don't know. Heal Spirit, honestly, I'd probably put A tier. I mean, I think all 1 elixir cards are kind of A tier automatically. Last meta, I think I would have said S tier because it synergized pretty well with Magic Archer, and there was a lot of, like, kind of weak-ish units, but units that wouldn't normally die in 1 hit. So Heal Spirit, like Royal Hogs, Magic Archer, Hunter, like, it really, really did very well in those kind of decks. So I would say A tier, but Skeletons,
I feel that's
S tier.
Yeah.
Bro, people be sleeping on the
Skeletons are actually just so good.
Bro, they do so much damage. They get so much value in so many situations. And even if they're absolutely trash in the deck, like for the matchup, like you just cycle them and then you play your other cards, like
which is good in the situation.
They are the best of all worlds. I mean, I'm obviously a cycle player, so I might be a little biased here.
No. Skeletons are actually
Skeletons are S tier. You can do so much with them.
They're versatility off the roof.
Yeah, off the charts. They fit in every deck
so
somewhere.
Good.
All right, Bomber.
D tier. Or actually, no, they do a lot of damage.
I think it's a C tier.
Yeah.
There's one actual meta deck that has Bomber in it. There's like a Golem Bomber deck. That's really good. It's been good for about a year now.
I mean, it's really good damage, but it just kind of dies.
Yeah, but it fits pretty well in Golem. And just so much splash, too. Bomb Tower?
I mean, I still played this card when it was good, but I don't know if it was nerfed or not.
No, it hasn't been nerfed, but just because of how good Goblin Hut is, I think Bomb Tower is probably A tier here.
Are you saying, like, why would you play Bomb Tower over Goblin Hut?
Yeah, I mean, there's some decks where you would, but normally, like, even if you would normally play Bomb Tower, you can still always make a case for Goblin Hut. So just for that case scenario, I think it's probably A tier.
Yeah.
And also in the one-on-one interaction between Goblin Hut and Bomb Tower, which is something that happens a lot if you play with Bomb Tower. Goblin Hut kills the whole Bomb Tower before the 3 goblins spawn when the Goblin Hut dies. So you have to defend the 3 goblins as well. So just for that single interaction, it's not as good in my opinion.
5-4. Your opponent plays 1 elixir more than you for Spear Goblins.
Yeah,
it's just
pretty much. All right, Bowler. Bowler is...
I mean, Flash Yard is a thing. I don't even know if it would use it.
Honestly, right now I'd say Bowler's D.
I'm not surprised.
It's just not that good. It has a lot of HP, but it does so little damage that it just dies half the time to air troops before it can actually get any defensive value.
It's like a tank that doesn't want to tank.
Yeah.
Because it's a splash card.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a weird design.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of my favorite cards when it came out, but it's just not that good. Like... I really hope they change it because I think the mechanic and like the whole design that sounds like bowling. I think it's a pretty fun card.
That's a fun mechanic.
Mechanic card?
It's consistent.
I think
for what it does.
Probably B tier. No. Like average, fits in a lot of decks, but a lot of times can get shut down. I might even be A tier, but I don't know. I feel like A tier is kind of getting a little clumped up. Yeah, A tier might be.
I feel like there are too many good cards in this game to put that.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Cannon. Obviously, it fits in 2.6, but
2.6, it's a must-have.
Pretty much every other deck.
Where else do you use
Bomb Tower, Tesla, or Tombstone are just automatically better.
All right,
so
I think 2.6, it's like S tier just because it's necessary to the deck.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think it's D tier.
D tier? I mean, I would say I would say C tier overall, like kind of mixing 2.6 with how little it gets used and everything else. I'd probably say C tier.
That's fair. I just feel like every other building except for Mortar.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad card. It just there's so many better options.
Yeah.
Clone.
Llama Hound Clone. I don't know if that's still good, but if that's not good,
I'm putting a D tier. Yeah. I'm putting a D tier. There's just so much Baby Dragonado in the meta that
that just sounds bad.
It just doesn't work.
It
just dies. Yeah, pretty much. Dark Prince.
I mean,
it fits in giant Sparky decks, but even still, it doesn't fit in all of those decks. So I think it's probably C tier at best. Like
really.
It has a good bit of use cases, but
I feel like
again, it's still not that strong. So I don't know.
I just feel like it's a consistent card.
Yeah.
So I'd say B tier for its consistency, but like if it's still just not strong.
I mean, it's obviously like
it's
not
hard.
a bad card, but I don't think it's anything to write home about.
There are better options.
Yeah, I think there's better options for pretty much every deck. All right, Dark Alvin right now probably A tier, just because of how much graveyard there is going around. Like, it's really hard to kill it, and especially with all those Skeleton Barrel Goblin Hut bats decks. Like a lot of the time, you're gonna have to use your log on something else, so it just gets a lot of value. Yeah. Honestly, right now, I think it might be S tier. It has like a 60% win rate in GC, so I think it might be S tier.
60% win rate, that sounds S tier.
Yeah, it's broken.
So,
I'm putting, that might be a hot take, but I'm putting Dark Alvin S tier right now. Earthquake?
Earthquake's a good card.
Earthquake? Probably A tier.
Yeah, I don't think it's S tier, but it's good.
I would have put it S tier last meta, but right now it doesn't actually do that well against Goblin Hut because it doesn't kill the 3 goblins that spawn at the end of it, so it just doesn't get nearly as much value as it used to. So I'd put it A tier here. E-Drag.
Is it good in Golem?
It's good in E-Golem, yeah, and it's okay in Golem. It's pretty much only good in E-Golem and Lava Hound decks.
Is it replaceable in those decks? I mean,
not really. No, I'd say probably B tier.
Yeah. It's good in those decks. Those decks are fine.
Yeah.
So
honestly, then
fine.
Healer might also be B tier, but
I'm fine with that.
I'm okay with that. I'll put Healer in like the upper echelon of B tier. Okay.
Yeah.
Ewiz, honestly, this might sound wrong.
I don't think it's good
I think I'm gonna put it
anymore. I feel like there's too much stupid stuff at the bridge.
Yeah.
For it that can just push through Ewiz.
I mean, Ewiz is obviously a solid card, but Musketeer is almost always better. Firecracker is almost always better. Like for what it's supposed to be, like a ranged troop with a little bit of a gimmick. That gimmick of zapping and resetting stuff isn't really that good right now because Inferno Tower is not really that good. I mean, it's good against Ram Rider, but it doesn't even do very good against Sparky.
Well, it doesn't really hit the Sparky, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't hit the Sparky unless you play it right on top of it. And if you play it right on top of it, they will almost always have a mini Pekka with the giant Sparky push or Goblin giant Sparky push. So it's impossible to defend the Ewiz unless you have like a Knight and something else as well. So honestly, I'm going to put Ewiz in D tier and I'm going to put it in the upper end of it, but I don't think it's that good of a card right now.
I see this card as a consistent card, but it just doesn't do enough right now.
No, there's just so many better options that I don't see any meta deck where you would want to have Ewiz in there for something else. All right, E-Barbs, D tier. Flux Pump, D tier.
Yeah.
Xe.
I don't know anymore. I mean, it's consistent for what it does.
It's consistent and it's good in Hog Executioner and Balloon Xe as well, but those decks aren't really that good right now because, I don't know, it's not that solid, so C tier probably. Fireball.
Spell, first of all. So
spell,
consistent.
but I think it's...
I think it's on the lower end of spells.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's bad.
I think it's probably still A tier, but I don't think it's as good as Earthquake. Because it fits in E-Golem decks sometimes. It fits in Expo obviously sometimes. 2.6, like it's just a solid spell. Firecracker, probably B tier right now, like higher end of B tier. Yeah. Last meta I would have said A tier, but I just feel like it's not nearly as good against the Skeleton Barrel decks and the Graveyard decks, which are probably the most prominent decks in the meta right now. So
compare it to a Dark Goblin.
I'd say like those cards kind of go back and forth between different metas, and right now, as of April 2020, Dark Goblin is just much better, in my opinion.
Okay.
Fire Spirits, probably D tier, honestly. Yeah. Not that good.
Why would you play this over like a better cycle card?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or Snowball or Arrows.
Like, they're just as weak to spells as all the other cycle cards, except for they are on the ground, so they're not as good as bats. They die, so they have no counter pushing value, and they don't have much value with minor. And they're just not very consistent. Like, sometimes you play them, sure, your opponent might have Minion Horde Barbarians, like,
and everything
whatever,
dies.
And everything dies, but that doesn't happen very often, so I don't think they're that good. Fisherman is another card that's just D tier, in my opinion. Flying Machine, probably C tier. Like, it's a solid card, but I don't really see why you would play it. Honestly, if that's C tier, then Ewiz is definitely C tier as well. Freeze?
I mean, Freeze, doesn't it get, like, each level adds more time?
Not anymore. They changed it, so it's like the same time across all levels, but it does a little bit of damage. Like, it kills bats and skeletons and stuff like that. But honestly,
that still sounds bad.
It's still not that good. I'd probably put a D tier for right now. Furnace is just a solid building, but it's not nearly as good as like Barb Hut, Bomb Tower, or the king of the crop, the king of the jungle, Goblin Hut. So I'll put a C tier for now. Giant, Probably B tier.
I feel like there are just better tanks.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same as like Goblin Giant. It struggles from the same things. Like on its own, it's not that good, but with like miners or with Sparkies or with whatever, like it can be turned into a nice deck. But on its own as a tank, I feel like it's not the star of the show. So I'm probably just gonna put a B tier. Giant Skeleton, also probably a B tier tank. Like it fits in some graveyard decks, but nothing to write home about, and it's definitely not the star of the show. Snowball?
S.
S? You really think so? I'd say A tier.
Definitely up there. I'm fine with S or A. It's just really good.
Honestly, I'd say A tier. It used to be S tier, but probably A tier right now.
That's fine.
You want to just do spells? Log, I think, is definitely S tier.
Yeah. Log, especially for like log cycle.
Yeah. Log, it does a lot of damage, so you can shoot towers with it. Normally, if it's good, it gets a lot of value. So against princesses, against goblin
there's
barrels,
so many
against
positive
goblin gangs,
trades.
There's so many positive elixir trades with it. And even if it's not very good at all, you can just cycle it. That's like a guaranteed 84, like 120 damage, whatever it is on max ladder. And it's just solid.
And even if it doesn't kill something, it's just...
Yeah, it just does a lot of damage. And it pushes things back too, so you can kind of...
it stalls.
Yeah, it stalls things out. Zap is probably A tier. Same with Snowball. I feel like these two are pretty interchangeable.
Yeah.
Poison? I'd say S tier probably.
I don't know Poison, like, at all.
I think it's just a little bit better than all of the other like large spells right now. I mean, I don't really think there's anything special to say about it other than it does a lot of damage. Good against graveyard. It's good against the spam decks because it's good against Goblin Hut. Like it's just a solid
good against
card.
Buildings, good against towers.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's value.
Kills a lot of stuff, gets a lot of positive elixir trades. Yep.
Yeah.
Goblin Barrel probably probably B tier. Not that good.
Yeah.
Like it's okay, but Skeleton Barrel is just better in every way. So, this is an interesting one here. Goblin Cage.
I don't know.
It's just worse than all of the other buildings right now.
Right.
So I'm gonna put it B tier. Like I don't think it's a
better
bad card, but
it's better than
just,
Bowler.
why would you play it over Goblin Hut or why would you play it over Bomb Tower? Like there's just I don't see any situation where you do that. Goblin Gang.
What are the popular swarm cards? This is definitely used a lot.
I mean,
how good is it?
Goblin Gang just fits in with all the other swarm cards. Like you see the Mega Knight deck, you see Goblin. What's it? Log Bait. I was about to say Goblin Bait. I mean, it's just a solid card. It's in Sparky deck, so I'd probably say A tier.
The decks that it works in, it works really well in.
Honestly, I'm gonna put a B tier. Like it's just a solid card.
Yeah.
It's nothing too special, but it's pretty good.
I'd put it high end B tier, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Goblins.
I feel like this is just worse than Goblin Gang.
Yeah, I agree. Although I don't think it's a bad card at all. Yeah, I guess if Executioner's C tier, then Goblins are probably C tier as well. Like they're just not as good right now. Golem is an interesting one. I think Golem is also kind of B tier. It's in the same kind of area code as these other tanks. Because it's just like, it's not the star of the show. Like Golem, I think is something a little bit different. I think it's a little bit more consistent than the other big tanks right now, but I don't know. Alright, Graveyard is a definite A tier.
Alright.
Really good win condition. Beats a lot of things. Can be hard to defend against. I think it's just a good card. Guards,
I mean, yeah.
C tier. Like they're the same as Barbarians in that they fit in some Lava Hound decks, but they're just not that good overall, right? Like they're okay against Graveyard, but they have some weaknesses to like Baby Dragon, whatever. So yeah,
there's a lot of stuff for cards.
C tier. Hog Rider.
I mean, how good is it as a win condition?
How good is it as a win condition right now? Probably like.
I mean, 0.6 obviously hog deck.
I think it's actually pretty okay. I think it's probably A tier as well.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, that'll be one I'm gonna have to watch out for as the meta kind of evolves over the next 2 weeks.
I feel like it's going downhill as more win conditions.
Yeah, I mean, last meta was really good, but that was kind of the exception. I feel like it's still pretty good after last meta, but it's not as good. So probably just A tier. Hunter.
I feel Hunter's good.
Hunter might be. I think it's an A tier.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit worse than Dark Goblin, but there are a lot of decks where Hunter can get away with being the only high DPS unit and being really good. It doesn't fit in many decks, but the ones that it does, it really shines, and I think it's a really good card.
S.
Definitely S.
S/nerf for me, honestly.
Honestly, I think it's worse than Heal Spirit. So I'm gonna put it. I'm just gonna put it here.
I feel like they're interchangeable.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with
one's more for pushing, one's more.
Yeah, one's
for
more
defense.
for offense, one's more for defense. For Expo, Ice Spirit's better. For 2.6, Ice Spirit's better. But for other hog decks, Heal Spirit's better because you want to heal up like the Musketeers and stuff and the other troops and the Hog Riders. For like Royal Hogs decks and even some Golem decks, Heal Spirit works pretty well. So, I mean, I'd say Heal Spirit's a little bit better than Ice Spirit, but they're pretty interchangeable. Yeah. They're both just good, solid cards to get a lot of value. Ice Wiz, I'd say...
I feel like I have to, as an Expo player myself who plays Ice Wiz, I have to put it at least B. Because Expo, it's...
I'd say A tier, honestly. Like, fits in Graveyard really well, although it's not as good. Like, fits in Graveyard really well, but not all the Graveyard decks. It fits in Expo really well, but not all the Expo decks. But it's always just a good card to have, especially when paired with the Tornado. So, I'd definitely say A tier.
Yeah.
And on that, I think talking about Graveyard, I think Baby Dragon is an easy S tier. If not, please nerf. Like, it is just really good. It's in like half the decks in the game right now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, it has like...
Was it buffed?
No, it was never buffed.
It's just consistent?
It's just been consistently good for over a year now. Like, maybe 2 years.
Good tankiness.
Good tankiness. Air. Splash.
Good damage.
Good range. Decent damage.
Yeah.
Just fits in a lot of decks. You can just throw Baby Dragon in there is really good. So
all around good.
I'd say S tier. I don't think it needs a nerf. I think it's probably healthy for the game, but... It's pretty strong.
You always kind of want a card like Baby Dragon to exist.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah, or else the spam decks would just kind of go out of control. All right, Inferno Dragon.
Well, better than Inferno Tower, I think.
Inferno Tower is definitely D tier right now because of all the spam decks right now. It's just not good at all. Like it doesn't defend against Graveyard. Doesn't defend against the Skeleton Barrel decks. It gets outcycled by Hog Rider. It can get outcycled by Balloon. Like it just gets outcycled by all the win conditions. It doesn't do well against E-Golem. It's just not that good.
But so I honestly,
that's my D tier.
I don't think that Inferno Dragon is actually much better.
Honestly, I'd put it B tier just because it fits in Lava Hound decks and it fits in E-Golem decks. It's kind of the same as Electro Dragon. Like in all the same ways that Electro Dragon's good, Inferno Dragon is also good.
100%.
Knight, probably S tier.
Really?
Yeah, really.
What changed? What?
It fits in Graveyard decks.
Okay.
It fits in Expo decks. Like, Icebow is the best Expo deck. All of Graveyard decks, Knight is really good. It just fits in on, I don't know, it's just maybe A tier? I don't know. It's not nearly as prominent as Baby Dragon, but it's still really good.
I think Ice Golem should be a tier above Knight.
You do? I think they're kind of, it just depends on the deck. I mean, I obviously have a soft spot on my Ice Golem, but...
I'm a Knight hater, I'll say that.
That's toxic.
I don't know why, I just never liked this card. I don't know.
You know what?
You can leave it there. I'm fine with it there.
No,
it's a good card.
I'm still going back and forth between A and S tier. I'm gonna leave it there for now. If I think I have to change it later, I will. But
yeah.
All right, Lava Hound, A tier or B tier?
I think high B.
Yeah.
Yeah, around there.
I think higher B tier. I think it's okay. Lightning, definite B tier, just an average card. Actually, it might be C tier. It's not that good.
Yeah.
Lumberjack, B tier, just for the fact that it works with Lumberloon, but it's not that special. Magikarp, I think, as well, is kind of a B tier now. It got nerfed, so it's easy to activate King Tower with it, but I don't know. It's still a solid card. Like, I still see some people using it, so I'd say probably B tier.
I think it's on the higher end.
I wouldn't go that far, no,
right.
To be honest. Magnite, another thing that's B tier, just a solid card. Not too special, but definitely not bad. Mega Minion, I think, is an easy A tier. It's not nearly as good as Baby Dragon, but it's good against Baby Dragon. It fits in a lot of decks. It's very consistent. Everyone knows how to play really well. Minor, probably S tier.
Yeah.
It just fits in so many decks. I mean, it got nerfed recently, but I feel like it's still really solid.
It is essentially, like, I think it's theoretically broken.
It's
just being able to throw a troop on the opponent's tower.
Yeah, it's a backup win condition that you can also use on defense. And it can also take out elixir pumps and take out support troops. Like, it's just a really solid card.
Essentially, this is like, for me, I see this as a spell that does tower damage and tanks. Yeah. That's essentially how I see this.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's just good.
Yeah, it is just good. That's just good. Yeah, that's minor in a nutshell. That's just good. All right. Minion Horde. I think there's too much splash in the meta for Minion Horde to actually find a good place, but it's not a bad card, so probably C tier, honestly. I think Minions...
B tier.
B tier, I agree. Mini Pekka?
I think I for the same reason as Mega Minion, honestly.
Honestly, I'm going to put it high B tier.
That's fine,
Last meta, it would have been an easy S tier, but this meta... Actually, no, I'm going to put it...
high B, low A. It's definitely in that area.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's just not as good against spam cards. Honestly, I'm gonna put Mega Minion in B tier as well with Mini Pekka. I feel like they're kind of
paired.
the same. Yeah. Mirror is just trash.
No.
Mortar is just okay. It's nothing special, but it's not bad.
Is Lapo using Mortar still?
No, but Vulcan actually came out, like Vulcan who I mentioned earlier, came out with this new Mortar deck that I think is really good. It's got like Musketeer, Cannon Card. It's just a really solid deck. Ooh, speaking of Musketeer, definitely S tier. Like 2.6, fits in some Expo decks, some Graveyard decks, like Balloon decks, just high damage, very consistent. It's basically everything you want in a range troop.
Single target hunter.
Yep,
just
pretty
good.
much. All right, let's go B tier for Night Witch.
Yeah.
I feel like it's solid, but it's something special. Pekka right now.
When it's good though.
Pekka right now is low C tier, if anything. Like as a win condition, it's just not that good because of all those spam decks out there.
Also,
like,
isn't it just bad versus Goblin?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just bad against the spam decks in general. So, all right, hold on. Prince, same thing as Pekka, just not very good against spam cards. Fits in some decks, not many. Princess, probably just a solid B tier.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine card, but it's not meta.
Log bait, some princess decks. That's really it. Rage, honestly.
Why play that over Lumberjack?
In the E-Golem deck, there's one E-Golem deck that has Rage in it that's really good.
Really?
It's like E-Golem, Rage, Healer, Heal Spirit.
I'm sad to hear that.
Deck it's exists. So sad. So I'm gonna put it C tier just for that. But it's not.
I wish I could put that.
That's
D tier.
That's the only deck you would even think of playing it. So definitely C tier.
In my heart, D tier.
Oh, okay.
I just hate Rage.
Huxley just hates Rage. All right, Ram Rider, B tier. I think it's okay. Don't think it's that great right now.
Hog just better?
Hog's just better in my opinion. Might be a little biased there.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Just a little.
Rascals, solid B tier. Just a decent card. Nothing too special, but...
consistent.
Yeah, consistent. Yeah, pretty much. Rocket?
I think it's A.
I also think it's B.
Oh.
I kind of juked you out there, didn't I? Yeah, sorry.
I don't know. I literally didn't know this card was in the game until like 3.
Oh, yeah.
So
I mean, it came out like last month, but honestly, it's a D tier. Last month it was pretty good because it was good against Royal Hogs and Magic Archer and Mini Pekka, but now that those cards aren't that good right now, just the delay time is so bad. So it's a D tier.
Trash.
Ghost.
Consistent.
Yep.
It's got a gimmick.
Royal Giant. Honestly, C tier. It's not really that good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yikes.
I think all the other tanks are kind of just better. Royal Hogs.
I like it with Heal Spirit.
Yeah, it's really good with Heal Spirit. I'd say high B tier, but definitely
specifically with Heal Spirit.
I mean, you don't have to use Heal Spirit with it, but it definitely synergizes very well.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So okay, with Heal Spirit, here.
Yeah.
Road Recruits.
Heal Spirit.
D tier. D tier.
Yeah, D tier.
D tier. D tier. Skarmy, C tier. It's good in some decks, but not many. Skeleton Rail's S tier.
Alright.
Yep.
I'm assuming that's just like a buff thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Sparky.
Let's go with Goblin Giant.
Yeah,
Sparky
I
deck,
think it's kind of the same with all this stuff. It's pretty good. So I'd say B tier. Like I kind of wish it was nerfed because I don't think Sparky's very good for the game. I think gimmick cards
I agree with that.
I think gimmick cards are good to have in the game, but I think when the gimmick card starts to take over the meta and transition into professional play as a gimmick card, it needs to be nerfed. I don't think it's very fun for the competitive scene. But that's just my opinion.
Honestly, I feel like it's meh design because
it's
like it kills everything or it kills nothing.
No, but that's the gimmick. Like
it's bad gimmick.
It's explosive damage, but as a gimmick, it's really fun because like if you pull out Sparky every once in a while and it's just boom, you see it every once in a while, it's like really fun. But if you're seeing it consistently and you have to adjust your deck against it, I don't think it's healthy. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Spirit Goblins probably A tier. I feel like they're pretty solid in like just the bait meta that is right now, but I feel like it's a little worse than Dark Goblin. Tesla,
A tier.
Probably A tier as well. Fits in some decks, mainly Expo.
But it's phenomenal.
Yeah, phenomenal. Three Muskies.
It's better than Royal Recruits.
Yeah, C tier. Yeah, that's true.
That's how I'm judging it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not that good, but there's some Three Musky players out there who still make it work. So probably C tier. Same as Cannon, kind of. Like, there's no situation where you would use Tombstone over Goblin Hut or Tombstone over Bomb Tower. So I think it's C tier.
Not even Llama Hound?
No, Llama Hound, Goblin Hut works just fine. Yeah, Llama Hound just runs Goblin Hut, yeah. NATO is probably B or A tier.
I
mean,
think
it fits
in
Graveyard and Expo. I think it's A tier as well. Valkyrie, high B tier.
Yeah.
Really solid. Nothing too special though.
Tanky.
Wall breakers are just a lot worse than skeleton barrel, so I'd probably say B tier.
I mean, they're still good, but they're just not.
Like they're still good, but just why would you use them? Like the only decks that I see wall breakers in are decks that also have skeleton barrel. So why would you use it? I don't know. All right, which is D tier?
That was fast.
Which is D tier? Expo's A tier? No.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I wish.
Zappies are also D tier. They're just not good.
Archers, we started with this one off camera.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we said it was B tier.
I asked for an example for a B tier card.
And for the last card,
B tier.
B tier.
Yeah.
Amazing tier list.
Just consistent.
This is the best tier list you've ever. No, I'm D tier.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Not that good.
Expo.
No, but the best Expo deck is Icebow. That
Yes,
has Ice
but,
Wizard
like-
and not Archers. Not that good. Alright, any changes
No.
you wanna make?
I'm still on the Archers. We're not moving.
Okay, this is my
It is
tier
better
list.
than Barbs.
This is my tier list. No, it's not. Alright. Any changes you would make to this tier list?
Archers. I would change Archers to B tier.
No.
Oh
No.
man.
No.
That's hard. Really?
Alright.
Alright.
Okay, I'll ask you one more time.
Alright, I won't say Archers.
You can say Archers, it's fine.
I mean, my heart's with Archers.
You can say Archers, but I'll end the video right away if you do.
I'm not.
Alright. Any changes you would like to make to the tier list?
Give me a second, though. I'm looking on this one.
Okay.
It's closer.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry, camera.
Yeah, camera. I can't. We got 2 monitors up right now, so.
It generally looks right. I'm seeing more good cards up top, more bad cards at the bottom.
Yeah, that's
So-
kind of what you hope for, yeah.
I'm still a little heartbroken about Archers.
Okay, well, I guess that's fair,
Yeah,
but whatever.
that's a disagree.
Alright.
Other than that, I like it.
Alright, I think that's pretty solid. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Obviously, shout out to my brother and shout out to Vulcan who came up with this idea, I think, a few months ago, and then he made another video recently, so yeah, make sure to check him out, and thank you so much for watching.
Inventor of the tier list.
Yeah, he invented tier lists. Okay, well, he didn't
Poor
do that,
clap,
but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely something a little different today, but hope it ended up being a good video anyways. And yeah, see you guys again tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.